Okay, it's all done, and this is a hot peel, the Easy Weed. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the backing right off. Today we're going to show you how we would go about doing a name and number. Coming up. Welcome back everybody. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Let's go ahead and dive right into that tutorial. Here is the shirt we are working with. It is just one shirt, however. We're going to make a little money off of this, and we're going to do a name and number for the shirt. And we're going to use a little bit of a golden yellow for this, and he just wants his son's name and number on the back. So let's go ahead and do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, I believe this is just their standard yellow, Easy Weed standard yellow. We'll leave a link down in the description where you can find this. However, we're just going to go ahead and load this into our GraphTech CE 6060, and I'm just using these lines to line things up. You can move this out the way. It's got a couple roller wheels here. Basically, this is what moves your vinyl back and forth if you're new to doing HTV. So I'm going to line this up to the outer edge of this piece of vinyl. This is 15 inches wide. I'm going to use this line here to just kind of make sure it's straight. I'm going to lock it down, and then I'm going to press 3, which is for sheet. And then it's going to basically measure this thing out and tell me how much of an image area I have to work with. One of the things you do have to keep in mind with our particular GraphTech plotter is the depth that your cutting blade is set to. So we have already pre-adjusted ours to the proper depth. One of the ways that you can set it is take your blade and grab your vinyl and then just cut a circle and see if that peels up just fine. If you're cutting all the way through the backing of the vinyl, it's too deep and you need to back the blade out. Okay, we are inside the computer now, and what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of quickly typeset this custom name and number. So we're going to create a new document, and we'll make that document about, let's say 12 inches wide by 14 inches tall. That's for me, that's kind of a good starting point. Now, one of the things I am going to do is I'm going to look for an NFL font. I have these NFL fonts on my computer. The team is the Vikings. So, isn't that lovely? Look at that food that we made. Okay, so this apparently is the Vikings font. It's a NFL font. It's kind of a Vikings font. It's not really, this is something I found for free online. You guys can search for NFL fonts. It's a free little font kit. So I'm going to go ahead and install this Viking font real quick. Looks like it's giving me a little bit of an error, but I'm sure it will be just fine. Now that we have that installed, the player's name is Buddy. I'm going to type in Buddy, and then I know the number is 30. I'm going to type that in real quick. I'm going to size these up. Let's find our Viking font. NFL Vikings. So we'll go with that. And then I'm going to size this number up. I'm going to hit Command-Shift-O to convert that. Command-Shift-O, same thing for Buddy. And I'm going to make these numbers about 8 inches high. They are adult numbers, so we'll make it 8 inches high. And then I'm going to line this to my artboard. Kind of center it up a little bit using my line tool. And then I think I'll just make this about the same width as the number 30 here. And we'll just center align everything. Looks pretty good. And we'll give it a little bit of space. To me, that looks pretty good. Alright, we're done setting that copy. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to go to File, And with our GraphTech, this is a software that comes with it, so it's going to be a little different for you guys if you do not have a GraphTech. Went to File, Cutting Master 4, Cut Plot. What it's going to do is launch the program real quick. It'll give us a preview. So what you're going to want to do is click on this little pole size here, and what that is going to do is make sure that the size of your graphic is going to fit on the sheet that the plotter has kind of read out, kind of predetermined that when we first put the vinyl in there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit send, and this thing is going to start plotting away. Alright, we're all finished. We're going to go ahead and cut this out and weed it. Okay, now that I have my graphic cut from that roll, I'm going to go ahead and just weed this out quickly. Okay, we're all finished weeding our graphic. Let's go to the heat press. You'll have to excuse the noise. It is raining and it gets a little loud out here in the shop. But here's our shirt. We have our heat press set to 305 degrees, and we're going to do this for about 10 to 15 seconds. Let me see what it's set to. Okay, it's set to 10 seconds. I think we'll stick with that 10 seconds since this is polyester, so we don't want to heat it for too long. So I'm going to center this shirt up, and we don't want to heat press over this top seam here. Make sure we have an equal distance. And this shirt's a little easier because it does have these kind of side bands here. And I'm going to do it about, maybe right about here. About 5, a good hand's width down from the collar. Okay, so I'm going to press this for about 3 seconds just to get rid of any moisture. And then I'm going to go ahead and center my graphic up. And I'm going to use my ruler here just to kind of make sure it's nice and straight. And then I'm going to use my ruler as well to make sure it's centered. Because this does have a front button collar, I'm going to press this for about 3 seconds first. I'm going to take this off the press. And I'm just going to load it on like this. Wasn't really thinking about it when I first put it on there. Generally with our press we do flat load everything because there's not a whole lot of room with this Chinese press to put a shirt over it like I did here. But that's how we're going to go ahead and do this one. We're going to make sure the seam is hanging off the side. And now we're going to press it for the full 10 seconds. Okay, it's all done, and this is a hot peel, the Easy Weed. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the backing right off. And there we are, it's all finished. Thanks for tuning in, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, share our videos, leave a comment below even if it's just to say hello. As always, don't forget if you're in the market for screen printing supplies or equipment, use our promo code Mikey Designs at catspitscreenprintsupply.com. You'll get $5 off your purchase. And until next time guys, we'll see you later.